Picture this. In November 2022, crypto exchange FTX, once valued at $32 billion, collapses, sending shockwaves through the industry. Imagine, the founder, Sam Bankman-Fried, was hailed as a visionary, a billionaire at 30. But behind the scenes, there were red flags. Bankman-Fried's venture, FTX, was a labyrinth of interconnected companies, making it hard to track funds. The regulatory environment was lax, allowing risky trading practices to flourish. A sudden liquidity crisis exposed the extent of these risks. Customers' funds were trapped, and FTX filed for bankruptcy. The lesson? Regulation matters. In a world where fortunes can be made and lost overnight, clear rules are crucial. Follow for more. Imagine 1940s Denmark, a small carpentry workshop, crafting wooden toys. Fast forward to 2003, Lego, the beloved brick company, files for bankruptcy. A shocking turn for a brand synonymous with childhood joy. The villain? Mismanagement and overexpansion. Picture this. Lego's expansion into a theme park and a failed foray into computer games drained resources, leaving them drowning in debt. But resilience prevailed. A new management team took over, focusing on core strengths, creativity, and play. They cut costs, streamlined operations, and re-emphasized the Lego building experience. The comeback was swift. In less than a decade, Lego bounced back, becoming the world's largest toy company. A tale of perseverance and strategic refocus, a testament that even the mighty can fall, but rise again. Follow for more. Imagine 1985, Nike on the brink. Sales plummeting 50%, market share slipping. The villain? Reebok's dominance. Nike's gamble on non-athlete endorsers flopped, leaving them scrambling. But then, a twist. Enter Michael Jordan, a rookie with raw talent and a contract offer. Nike saw potential, offering him a shoe deal worth just $2.5 million over 5 years. Risky, yes, but Nike's faith paid off when they launched the Air Jordan. Sales skyrocketed, reviving Nike's fortune. The Air Jordan wasn't just a shoe. It was a symbol of rebellion, a game changer. It showed the power of faith, innovation, and a little bit of risk. So, when facing adversity, remember the Air Jordan's lesson. Don't shy away from taking risks, for they could be the catalyst to your comeback. Follow for more. Picture this. In 2007, Nokia, the undisputed mobile king, accounted for 40% of global smartphone sales. Then came Apple's iPhone. Nokia, complacent, rejected the opportunity to buy Apple for a mere $1 billion. Fast forward to 2011, Apple surpassed Nokia in sales. In 2014, Nokia exited the smartphone business, selling its handset division to Microsoft. A missed opportunity costing Nokia a staggering $40 billion in potential market value. The lesson? Complacency can be a company's greatest enemy. Don't dismiss innovation. Embrace change, or risk losing the game. Follow for more. Picture this. In 1996, Marvel Entertainment, home of Spider-Man and Iron Man, teetered on the brink of bankruptcy. But here's the twist. Fast forward to 2009, Marvel sold for a staggering $4 billion to Disney. How did Marvel turn this disaster into a fairy tale? In the 90s, poor management and a string of unsuccessful movies left Marvel on the verge of collapse. But a strategic reboot, focusing on character rights and a comeback in comic books, revitalized the brand. With a new CEO at the helm, Marvel struck licensing deals and expanded its universe through television and video games. This paved the way for the lucrative Marvel Cinematic Universe that Disney coveted. The lesson here? When faced with adversity, adapt and innovate. Follow for more. Picture this. It's 2008. Elon Musk, Tesla's visionary founder, faces bankruptcy. He'd invested his entire fortune, $180 million, into Tesla. The villain? The global financial crisis. Musk had a dream, a revolutionary electric car that could challenge gas-guzzling giants. But as the crisis deepened, Tesla's sales plummeted. Debt soared, and Musk teetered on the brink. Then came a twist. The U.S. government offered a $25 billion bailout for auto manufacturers. But Musk, a man of conviction, refused. He believed in Tesla's future. In a final roll of the dice, Musk negotiated a $400 million government loan. With this lifeline, Tesla survived and thrived. Today, Tesla is worth over $700 billion. The lesson? Believe in your vision, even when the odds are stacked against you. Follow for more. In 2000, Microsoft, worth $532 billion, saw a threat in a tiny startup named Google. Picture this. Google's daily searches were merely 100,000, while Microsoft's search engine, MSN, handled 100 million. Microsoft, blinded by their dominance, bet big on buying Inktomi, a search technology company, for $2.6 billion, aiming to crush Google. But the acquisition backfired, as Google's innovative algorithms and user-friendly interface won over the market. In the ensuing years, Google's daily searches surged to billions, while Microsoft's MSN faded. The lesson? Underestimating the power of innovation can lead to the downfall of even the giants. Microsoft's missed opportunity serves as a reminder: adapt or be left behind. Follow for more. Picture this. In 1906, Sears, the Amazon of its time, had a revenue of $14 million. Fast forward to 2008, Sears filed for bankruptcy with a staggering $25 billion debt. What happened? The rise of Walmart, a fierce competitor, forced Sears to focus on its struggling retail stores instead of expanding its mail-order business, the heart of its success. Sears' failure to adapt and embrace the digital age led to its downfall. The lesson? Stay agile or risk losing your throne. Follow for more. Imagine 2005. Toys R Us, America's largest toy retailer, dominates with $11.3 billion in sales. Amazon, a little online bookseller, brings in just $6.9 billion. Fast forward to 2017. Toys R Us declares bankruptcy, stores close. Amazon, now a retail giant, soars with $177.9 billion in sales. The villain? Stagnation. Toys R Us clung to brick-and-mortar stores, ignoring the digital revolution. Amazon embraced it, evolving from books to everything. The mistake? Ignoring the changing market. Toys R Us failed to adapt, while Amazon learned, grew, and won. The lesson? Embrace change or risk falling behind. Follow for more. In 1953, Ikea began with a daring vision: affordable furniture for all. Picture this: a single table priced at just $3.95, a revolutionary move in the industry. This genius pricing strategy made Ikea untouchable. The story unfolds in a quaint Swedish village, where Ingvar Kamprad, Ikea's founder, saw the struggle of his fellow villagers to afford quality furniture. He made a bold decision to price his products low, making them accessible to everyone. Fast forward to 2021, Ikea's global revenue reached an astonishing $42 billion. Their competitive edge? A pricing strategy that turned furniture from a luxury to a necessity. Imagine a chair that costs as much as a cup of coffee. It's not just about affordability, it's about democratizing design. The lesson? Follow for more. In 2000, Amazon introduced the one-click buy button, revolutionizing e-commerce. Picture this: a single click, and a customer could purchase an item without leaving the page. The villain? Shopping cart abandonment. The mistake? Sites making customers navigate through complex checkout processes. The twist? Amazon's solution was a psychological one, tapping into the path of least resistance. Amazon's one-click button capitalized on the human tendency to take the easiest path. It reduced friction, boosting conversions by an astounding 35%. The lesson? Simplify your customer's journey. Make it effortless, and watch your sales soar. Follow for more. Picture this: 2016. Amazon's retail sales hit a staggering $136 billion. But wait, here's the twist. Amazon Web Services, a side project from the early 2000s, brought in a massive $12 billion that same year. By 2020, AWS accounted for over half of Amazon's operating profits. How did this happen? Jeff Bezos, Amazon's founder, intentionally neglected AWS in its early days, viewing it as a distraction from the core retail business. But as more businesses moved online, AWS cloud services became crucial. Amazon's mistake turned into a goldmine, with AWS now bigger than the original retail giant. Lesson learned: sometimes, the distractions could be the key to success. Don't underestimate the power of your side projects. Follow for more. In 2000, Amazon introduced loss leaders, selling certain items below cost to lure customers. Imagine, they lost $500 million on books alone, a staggering 2.4% of their total revenue. By flooding the market with low prices, they destroyed independent booksellers. The twist? Amazon was not aiming for immediate profit, but market domination. With millions of customers drawn to their platform, they expanded into other sectors, swallowing competitors one by one. Today, Amazon controls over half of all U.S. e-commerce sales, a percentage that continues to grow. So, picture this. If you're a business, can you afford not to compete with Amazon? Follow for more. Imagine 1870, diamonds were common, affordable, even used as paperweights. But that changed when De Beers took control of South Africa's diamond mines. In 1938, De Beers launched an advertising campaign, spending millions to convince consumers that a diamond is forever. They promoted the idea that diamonds were rare and valuable, fueling demand. The strategy worked. By the 1950s, the price of diamonds skyrocketed. De Beers controlled 80% of the world's diamond market, turning a common stone into a symbol of luxury and love. Today, the average price of a diamond engagement ring is over $5,000. Lesson learned: perception can manipulate value. Follow for more.